very fascinating the way people value money and how people value different types of consequences. So for example, my client Philip, who invested 10k in my 1-year anxiety program, he understands the value of investing £10,000 in my coaching because he did the 6 weeks program, he made a lot of progress, he got great success, he did another 6 weeks program, several more, and he made so much progress that it gave him the confidence and the courage to invest more. You know, he started off at investing £2,000 for 6 weeks, and then he spent £10,000, you know, within 6 weeks programs. But there are lots of people that would say, well, that's really expensive. I wouldn't spend £10,000 on a year of coaching. I wouldn't spend £2,000 on 6 weeks. That's interesting. But they don't see the consequences of not investing, of how that affects your life. They don't see that they spend thousands of pounds every year on things that actually jeopardize their health: junk food, sugar, alcohol, cigarettes, in some cases gambling, in some cases drugs. People don't see that as a bad investment. So that's fascinating. But I understand, because I was the same when I was young, when I was uneducated about how to invest, not just financially, but in yourself, in your future. How to understand a good investment and a bad investment. So it's no coincidence that Philip's going to get better results than all these people that don't invest in my coaching, because they're not accountable. They're going to be the people that are going to be commenting underneath my videos, that are going to be complaining, that are going to be projecting, that are going to be giving unsolicited advice to other people. When you think about it, how can you give advice to people on how to live their life better when you're not successful in your life? When your advice hasn't worked for you? It's insanity, but yet people will still do it. Most people are in a mental state of insanity. They get angry at prices, they get angry at teachers, they get angry at people that are honest, that are truthful. They're not honest, they're not truthful in their life, they're not accountable, and they will say that people are scammers, that people are ripping them off, that people are not truthful, that people are not kind, they're not compassionate, not considerate. But they're none of those things. Their characteristics show that. So of course, someone with Philip's character, and so many clients that I've worked with, Philip's just one of many great committed clients. Of course, his type of character is going to make him go further in life than the guys that moan and complain on comment sections, because he's not doing that. You're not going to see successful people in the comment section slandering and belittling and criticizing successful people because they're happy in their life. They're better than that. They don't have that character. So hopefully today, because I do believe in patience, I do believe in forgiveness. I've been forgiven. People have been patient with me. We're going to be patient. And once again, I'm going to try and help you. Listen, if you don't have the money, that's fine, because today's video is free. It costs me a lot of money. I've got to spend thousands of pounds a year, and I don't begrudge doing it. I love it. This is my passion. I'm thanks to the Lord for blessing me. So I spend a lot of money to give you free mentorship. But if you're in a very pessimistic, if you're in a victim mentality, you won't appreciate it. That's why lots of guys that write to me that are complaining that they can't meet a great woman, and it's unfair, and women are unfair, and I'm unfair, society's unfair, but they don't realize that it's their character. It's not that they're not good enough. It's not that, oh, the next guy, he's lucky, you're unlucky. It's that their character sucks. They have weak characters. They're not reliable. So everything they accuse other people of, the negative slandering, they're guilty of it. That's classic psychological projection. We project onto other people all the distaste, the distrust, all the anger, all the aggression, all the hatred, all the jealousy in which we feel about ourselves. But when we change ourselves, when we work on these character flaws, what do we start doing? Of course we start to project love, kindness, compassion, positive thinking, positive attitude, or even better, we no longer comment. We're not in comment sections going, he's fraud, he's a guru, he's this, he's a scam, he charges too much, he's this, he's that, his appearance is this, he says that, we don't do that no more. We're just calm, we're happy, we're living a great life. We don't have that in our reality. So I don't spend my time arguing in comment sections. I'm too busy being happy in my life. I'm too busy with my girlfriend. I'm too busy enjoying my time with my parents. I'm too busy with my wonderful friends. And I'm too busy working with committed clients that I love to work with. I was working with a client the other day from Norway, Oslo. Guy's amazing. He's 22 years of age. He's facing the challenges that all 22-year-olds face. You know, trying to find direction in his life. He wants to improve his finances. He wants to find a lovely girlfriend. He wants to move out of his apartment. He wants to get his own independence. This is a great man. You know why? Because he invested in my weekend program. He faced his fear. He got on the plane. He came to London and he went through a 10-hour, extremely challenging experience together. But it was beautiful. And he's grown. And he wants to continue being accountable. And he wants to work with me in the future. And I said to him, he's got so much ability. He's not in comment sections accusing, blaming, making accusations, being angry. He's not doing that because he's realized he wants to be better in life. And that's what I had to realize many years ago, because I was guilty of it. I wasn't in comment sections because YouTube ran around then, but I was the same. I did the same. I was blaming, I was angry, I was jealous. You know, I was projecting my distaste towards myself onto other people because I wasn't happy, I was miserable, because I wasn't accountable. I wasn't facing the anxiety. I wasn't going through it. I wasn't growing through it. I was playing victim. And guess what? No woman wanted to date me. My finances were on zero. My relationships were terrible. I had no success. I didn't like myself. I didn't want to wake up in the morning. And when I realized, wow, it's actually me. Okay, things that have happened to me were unfortunate, and same with you. That's an excuse. We all get bullied. We all get traumatized. I don't know anyone who's not a victim of some kind of narcissistic abuse from another person that's nasty. But successful people rise above that. They don't hold on to that story. I could have done it. I wouldn't be here now. My life could have taken a negative turn because I could have just said, narcissist, all abused me, horrible people, which they did. I was innocent. I didn't harm anyone. I was gentle, I was kind. It's called life. I'm not saying it's right. It's not right. Narcissistic abuse, bullying, that's not right. But you know what's a bigger crime? To be a victim and to not say, how can I be better? Because if you say, well, he abused me, he cheated me, they betrayed me, he scammed me, so I'm going to go out and do that to everyone. It doesn't make it right. Do you know how you overcome this? Do you know how you get them back? By being better, by being kinder, by being more compassionate, by working from a place of love, not working from a place of aggression and anger and being a victim and being a sore loser. And that's what I see today. That's what I see with this cowardly characteristics of everybody that wants to blame everyone else. They don't want to take responsibility. But the good news is I'm seeing big changes on this channel. I'm seeing a lot of people from all around the world making great changes, getting married, improving their finances, adding value to other people, getting in the gym, getting in shape. So I'm patient. I'm patient. I pray every day. I want to be compassionate. I want to be better. It's hard sometimes. It's hard because I'm human. I am human. In case you guys didn't know, I am human, yeah? And sometimes you just want to get angry, upset and say, what's wrong with these guys? These guys are losers. Why are they in comment sections complaining? Who cares? And hang on a minute, calm down, breathe. I ask myself, how can I be a better teacher? And then I get the answers. Calm down, be patient. Be patient. Remember how patient people were with me, very patient. You know, my mum had to be very patient with me and my father and people because my character was weak. So, let's start again. Let's start again and try and be better. Let's just be conscious for a second and say, hang on a minute, how can we make this better? I understand you're in pain, man. I know about pain. I know the pain that you're going through. You know, the pain that I had to go through to be successful was agony, but it was worth it. I appreciated it. Back to what I was saying yesterday, I was in a coaching session with Philip, and the challenges that all successful people face. See, it's challenging if you don't face your anxiety, it's agony. But it's still challenging when you start making money. When women start to react to you in a way which you could only hope and pray for, when they like you and you start getting dates. When you start seeing your social interactions improve. When you see that your life's getting better. That's all I want you guys to experience. But that comes with a price. So we're all going to pay a price. If you don't spend 10K, then there's going to be a price to pay for not investing, or not investing in another coach. And you know what that's going to be? That's going to be misery, depression. So whether we are reluctant to invest financially, you better bet your last dollar or your last euro or pound that if you don't invest in your courage, your life's not going to change. You're going to be suffering even more. And you're going to suffer at the cost and consequence of no love and no passion and not feeling good about yourself. Do you know how many men write to me and say, I don't feel good enough. I don't feel good in my own skin. I have an internal battle. Despite me projecting that my life's perfect, inside there's a war going, and I know that. Doesn't surprise me. I went through the same war. The question is, are you going to fight the war? And the first way to start is by taking responsibility for your actions, not worrying about the next person or what they're doing or what someone else is doing on Instagram. You can't control that. All you can control is you, and that's all you need to do. So I don't focus on what people are saying about me, whether they like me, whether they don't like me, what they think about me, what they write. I haven't got time. I'm so focused on what I do, and I love what I do. I live my purpose. My purpose is to help men to overcome their anxiety in all areas of life. So I wrote something for you guys today. You'll appreciate this. I wrote this in Costa Coffee. How to conquer anxiety in dating, business, traveling and life in all areas. It's the same process in which you overcome anxiety in all these areas. You have to be willing to go through it. Going through it is also growing through it. Most men are unhappy and unsuccessful because they're not willing to go through it. Going through it is about facing your anxiety and accepting the consequences. You will get rejected. You will fail. You will suffer. You will experience disappointment. You will doubt yourself. You will get stressed out. However, if you don't quit, you will succeed and get amazing results, both internally and externally. This is why I teach all my clients on all my confidence coaching programs. The weekend confidence program, we teach this. The 6 weeks confidence program and the 12-month anxiety program. My free YouTube videos also teach this. Once you know the process, you can conquer anxiety in any area of your life because the principle is the same. Overcoming your anxiety of getting on a plane and traveling to another country is exactly the same internal movement as asking someone out that you love or like. Selling your products and your services in your business is the same process as meeting someone new for the first time. Once you can manage your anxiety, you can create any reality you want. Managing your anxiety is about being calm in stressful situations, also known as being comfortable with being uncomfortable. My client Philip, who invested 10K in my 12-month anxiety program, is mastering the skill as we speak right now. Philip has started his own coaching business and he's already on his way to taking on his second paid client. Philip has also faced his anxiety in several areas of his life. Unfortunately, the guys who tend to comment underneath my YouTube videos never seem to get the success and the confidence that my committed clients like Philip and my friend David, who flew from Oslo, Norway, does. It's no surprise to me that the negative characteristics of human beings that make excuses and criticize successful people never end up living a life of success and purpose. Don't be a loser, be great. My upcoming weekend confidence program is on November the 12th and the 13th in London. The weekend confidence program is for men who are committed to overcoming their dating and relationship anxiety. This is an amazing experience that will teach you how to manage anxiety with talking to women with honesty and respect in all areas of your life. I just sold a place yesterday to a good friend of mine, Peter, which leaves free spaces available. If any of you guys would like to book a space, my email address is below this video. Send me an email and we will make that happen. Make sure the mic's on. So, my question to you guys when I leave this video today, what are you willing to pay to overcome your anxiety? Because whether it's money or courage, you are going to have to pay a price. Now, if you're not going to pay with money and courage, then you're going to have to suffer the consequences. I make these videos to share my story because I want to create a positive change for men that have anxiety, so they don't have to live lives of desperation, anxiety, fear, self-doubt, but they can live a life of happiness and meaning and purpose. And I'm going to say this for anyone out there. Just because I'm successful, my clients are, anybody, that doesn't mean that I don't live a life of challenge and stress and anxiety the same as you do. It does. But it means that I enjoy my life. And there's a vast difference between living a life of anxiety but not living a life of purpose. It's horrible. I did that for the first 14 years of my life, as most of you know. Now I don't do that. So, if I'm being honest, I read the comment sections if they're kind. I'm not going to read it if you're going to send me an essay. I haven't got time. So I appreciate all of you that come on this video. I might soon turn the comment section off because I'm not that interested in the comments. I don't really care what people think or say about me. All I care is that I continue to do what I do. And that's make a positive impact and educate, inspire, and teach men how to overcome anxiety in all areas of life so they can build confidence and live the life that they want. I appreciate all the support. And I do appreciate the criticism. I'll speak to you guys soon. Fearless.